It's BATJAC J.W. with the much asked for, the much requested video on how is the Colt Classic model doing. Do I love it? Do I hate it? Is it holding up? Did it fall apart? Did it blow to pieces? Well, it's in one piece, as you can see. No, but I've gotten many questions on how is that new Colt Classic model, the C model, whatever, the new government model. How is it doing? Well, it's doing fantastic. Absolutely love this pistol. I have put probably close to 2,000 rounds downrange on it with it, and so it is just hitting right where it's supposed to. It is a lot more accurate than I could ever be. So let's go over some of the cool things about it. Now that I've had it for a while, I love it. So let's go forward and let's talk about it. First of all, roll marks, beautiful roll marks. Absolutely love those roll marks. You just gotta love it. It's a throwback to the pre-70 style roll mark. You know, government model, Colt, automatic 45, rampant pony, absolutely beautiful. On the other side here, you've got Colt government model. It's just gorgeous. You know, you got all the old throwback kind of features. Now, they did say that there wasn't anything that they were trying to mimic exactly, although they did throw a few things in there. It does have the still kind of like a throwback to the old GI sights, but with an improvement. A little oil on my backside here, but you know, but they're a little higher on, and they're a lot more wide opened up. Versus say, like let's just take a look at an old GI gun. You can see how itty bitty those sights are, and that's an old GI Colt there. So, but you know, they're good enough to where they still have that low profile that I love. I don't really care for all the fancy gizmo kind of sights. I'm a really aesthetics person, so that does it for me. I did put a gold ramp on my front sight, so it just kind of pops out there and everything. So the other thing is it's fitted with a national match barrel. That's something right away. Let's get out that. It's fitted with a national match barrel. Those are the same barrels that are on the Colt Gold Cup. Mark IV Series 70 Gold Cup National Match Barrel. Same barrel that's on those. So right away there, I mean, such a big plus just with that barrel alone. Certainly does make it for a fine shooter. Colt did want people to they kind of offered this for people to do some changing and you know, doing some swapping around and maybe building, you know, as they say, a gunsmith's dream. Well, I ain't no gunsmith or anything like that. So, but I did a few changes to mine to mainly just give it a more of a classic look. That's what I did to mine by putting some actual Series 70 type parts on it, which fitted just fine. I didn't have to fit nothing or anything like that, so because I'm not a gunsmith, just an adventurous guy with a screwdriver, so that can get me in trouble sometimes. But you know, some things I put, like an arched mainspring housing. I had an old GI part left over from probably World War II or something like that. It was actually gray. It didn't match the rest of the thing. It was like a Parkerized gray. So I spray painted it. Yep, wouldn't even know that if I hadn't have told you that, right? You know, put a old Series 70 hammer on it, Series 70 trigger to kind of mimic this gun in a sense. This is a true Mark IV 1975 vintage Series 70 government model. Yep, one of these. Kind of stacks it up against that, you know, just so you see that my buddy and I, we took this thing and kind of shot it against a lot of these other older Colts that people hold near and dear to their hearts and hold a lot of respect to, especially this gun. I can't count. I mean, I wish I had $1 for every time somebody said, oh, well, my old Series 70 or, you know, whatnot. But no, I must say this is definitely a really cool gun. I showed it to a couple of old school gunsmiths, very old school dudes, guys that are actually grew up with these things and not just kind of Googled it. This is long before on anything like that. So they definitely approved of it. They said, wow, that's really a fantastic Colt that they produced for sure. So I have been enjoying it a lot. So it locks up really nice. Again, with that match barrel, it's a lot more accurate than I could ever be. So there's the update. Do I love it? Absolutely. Do I think it's one of the finest? It's definitely up there. It definitely is up there. So I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. And that is 5 minutes and 15 seconds that you'll never, ever get back.